She's someone that has helped me with my confidence. If I ever feel awkward or stupid about something, she knows how to hype you up and cheer you up and make you feel better about it.
Mrs. Thieman is very positive. She's very funny. She is always having fun with us, or at least tries to. I feel like she always puts in extra time on our speeches and one-acts.
Miss Thieman has always pushed me to do great things. She's always been there, and she'll understand when I'm down, and I think Miss Thieman really deserves this award because she does so much for the school.
Hey Thieman, I just want you to know that you're awesome. But in all seriousness, you've been like a second mom to me since I was little. I can still remember so many of my lines from OIDs and one-acts I was in because of those memories just stick. I can't pick a favorite, whether it was to playing Ed Rooney and Ferris Bueller OID, or spending an entire year saying, "Hi, I'm Hansel. Yeah, very exciting, no?" I loved them all. Those roles really pushed me out of my comfort zone and taught me life skills. You've always been someone I could talk to, whether I needed to laugh, vent, or just talk. I have so many amazing memories because of you, not just on stage, but in and out of the classroom. Even though I have graduated, I know I can still come to you and you will be there for me. Thanks for everything. You deserve this award more than anyone.
Sherry Thieman is one of the most hardworking, honest people I've ever met in my whole entire life. She doesn't do it for herself, but for everyone around her. She takes the occupation teacher and she makes it something way more than it really is. She builds a relationship with every single one of her students, and I've never seen someone excel so exceptionally with this concept. She pushes every single one of her students to be the best person that they can possibly be, but she's there to support you when you need a break, when you need a shoulder to cry on. Sherry Thieman inspires me every single day on a day-to-day basis.
Mrs. Thieman, you have helped me grow as a person. Through the moments I felt like no one understood me, you did. You made me feel validated, but you also made me feel like your second family, and I have a second home. You have pushed me to do a lot, like waking up in the mornings for a speech meet at 5 a.m., or having a ride wait for me 30 minutes after the bus left because I did not want to wake up. Your coaching got me to finals the past 2 years in state speech, but when I felt like I wasn't good enough, you would say, "JJ, are you kidding me? You are slaying it, girl." Thieman, to be honest, you are always eating it up with the fits though, girl. See what I did there? You have made my love for public speaking grow, and I will never forget the roles you played, not just during high school, but throughout my life. You made sure I knew I was good enough. I love singing to you while playing the guitar in class. You are my Paris to my Britney in 2007. Your dedication to teaching and coaching is so inspiring.
I am so blessed to be able to speak about the privilege of what it means to have Sherry Thieman as a teacher. Honestly, she's more than just a teacher though. She's both a mentor and a role model. Sherry truly encompasses what it means to pour out on her students. Every student that she has had, she's been able to give them confidence, strength, and their voice. It is clear that Sherry is not just teaching for herself, she's teaching for every student that walks through her doors.
Mrs. Thieman, words can't capture the impact you've had on my life, not just in the classroom and in activities, but far beyond. You always knew when I was struggling, whether it was in those dang vocab packets or on stage. You were always right there beside me. One act in speech gave me a place where I could escape the hard things, and I'll never forget when the audio failed at a home show and you pushed me to sing on stage. You believed in me when I did not believe in myself. Growing up, I lost some of the most important people in my life, and you were always there.
Mrs. Thieman, congratulations, first off, on an outstanding award. You have done outstanding things with our speech and play production here at McCool Junction. Crazy to think 10 years ago, 2015, qualified for state, first time in play production, and then it's just been every single year raising the bar type of experience, both in play and in speech, but just the involvement of our kids, the pride that our community has taken in it, and things like that. It's just astounding and much appreciated. And so, and all I ever see is just your passion and your caring about our kids and our program. And so, That part I appreciate more than you know.
Congratulations, Mrs. Thieman. I'm honored to be your colleague and call you friend. I'm also more privileged to serve beside you as you serve kids faithfully with the best amount of gusto that anyone can come up with. I love that you give them your time, but you give them more than that. You give them purpose and hope, and you call out greatness within students. And I am so thankful that you have blessed not just me, but also my children.
Sherry, I am so proud of you, not only as my colleague, fellow coach, but also one of my closest friends. Back when I was in high school doing speech in one act, I never imagined that I would one day be coaching. And I have learned so much from you, not only about speech and theater, but about teaching and caring for kids. What sets you apart is how deeply you care. You always find a place for every student. And it's been so amazing to see them thrive because you make sure they feel loved and supported. You are making a difference every day. Congratulations.
Mrs. Thieman, I can remember back in 8th grade when I was a student here at McCool, and you were a student teacher for Mrs. Davis at the time. And you were one of my favorite student teachers. You were fun, you were engaging, and you could tell that you cared about us. Little did I know that our relationship wouldn't end there. I would come back and start teaching here as well, alongside you. You've become one of my closest colleagues, one of my closest friends. I would not be the teacher I am today without your help. And while I do have my own speech and theater background, you have shown me so many different ways to connect with kids on a whole nother level. You care about everybody that you interact with in our program. You have led us, our program here at McCool, to heights that we have never touched when I was here. This program has become what it has become because of you. And there's no one better deserving for this award than you. So congratulations, we are so proud of you, and we are so happy to be able to work alongside you, and our kids are so lucky to have you as a mentor and a teacher for our programs.
To whom it may concern, many teachers, educators, and coaches spend countless hours outside of the school day being and doing so much more than what students see in the classroom. It takes an incredible amount of heart and passion to care as deeply as my mom does for every single student, and I'm grateful every day that McCool is fortunate enough to have her as both an educator and a coach. As a teacher, she is kind, forgiving, and genuinely funny. She does everything in her power to give students the best possible chance at learning. She notices the little and big moments students go through, offers understanding without judgment, and supports them in ways that go far beyond academics. She is, in many ways, an unpaid therapist, a part-time comedian, and gives the best hugs when you need them most. As a coach, she transforms a group of busy, multi-talented students, athletes, actors, and everything in between into one of the strongest teams I've ever been a part of. She spends hours outside of practice perfecting and writing her own scripts, brainstorming creative ideas for blocking, and of course worrying far more than she needs to about the little things. Her dedication turns chaos into teamwork and effort into achievement. All fine arts coaches are amazing, resilient people who do all they can for their teams. But Mrs. Thieman does more than coach. She connects, genuinely and personally, with every single student. Not to out her, but I've seen her cry at every single graduation so far. She doesn't do an ounce of it for herself. Every meet, every practice, and every hour spent creating, it's always about the kids. I'm endlessly proud of how far she's come as a teacher, a coach, and a mom. And I'm beyond thankful that I get to share her with the world.